Hello once again, Star Wars and Unboxing fans. Welcome to another episode of Darth Tuba's Star Wars Unboxing Show. I'm your host, Darth Tuba, with another Fanhome unboxing. Yes, Fanhome is the R2 building project that we're working on. And they seem to be sending stuff. They say it monthly, but it seems like it comes every 2 or 3 months, and they send 2 or 3 months worth of stuff, which in a way I kind of like. You know, I know I've been reading that it takes people 2 years to do this entirely. I suppose you can order them faster or get them all at once. I don't know. But I've just decided to kind of go with the normal rate. So right here, you can see I have a box filled with all the pieces and stuff that I've done so far. And the one tool that they say I need, although I will say that they do also say some glue is required, so I have some of that as well. And then we're going to see what our Fanhome box is indicating. Looks like we've got, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Let's see what that looks like. All right. There's 15, there's 13, there's 16. See, some of them are not very big. There's 12. The 12 is a little bit bigger. And here's 14. Okay, so those are our things now. We also have in here our magazines, 12, okay, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. And by the way, I've said this before and I'll say it again. This is a fantastic short magazine. I mean, it's very small. I mean, you only get a handful of pages, and the last page or two are the instructions for the pieces that you received. But there's some really cool in-world information within the Star Wars universe, and there's some great behind-the-scenes information stuff that we don't usually see too much of. There's not so much stuff going on there, so that's really cool. And then, ooh, this is nice. I was just about to say, this is great, because this is actually, now I thought they said that a notebook is going to be a notebook, but this looks like it's a folder, like a little, I see, okay, yeah. This is kind of nice. Maybe they just, it's one of those things. Let me just get it. It's kind of like all those boxes I put together last week. Oh my goodness. Nope, that didn't work. Let's go back the other way. Well, I'll put it together, but this is like one of those things where you can actually like store these, which is great because they're starting to take up a lot of room. So, all right. So we have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Interesting. Okay. So we have 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We have 5 more segments to get through. So I'm going to put the camera on high speed, and we'll see how we do. Okay, so now we can start to see the dome take shape. Okay, this was all the way up through 16, issue 16, and as I said, they provided us with this nice little, a little cover to kind of store the magazines, which is great. I will actually bring this up and read these, as we're waiting for the next installment to come in. We also have a leg, or a leg frame, I should say. So, one thing I will say, should be instead of calling it an episode of Darth Tuba's Star Wars Unboxing Show, I'm going to call it an episode of Darth Tuba's I Don't Know Engineering to Save My Life show, because I did make a mistake that I had to go back and correct. But that's another nice thing about this particular build, is that everything looks like it's reversible. There's very few things that you can't undo and make a correction. Okay, there may be a couple, but for the most part, it's just screw into lug nut, and that's pretty much it. Now, of course, if you make a mistake and you don't catch it issue after issue after issue after issue, you're going to have to backtrack quite a bit. Thankfully, that wasn't the case. I basically had these two, I'm trying to think if I have the right one yet, this frame here and this frame reversed. And it looked like it would work. But then when I tried to put this metal frame in, they weren't lining up. And I knew that there had to be something on my end. So I went back, and I only had to backtrack like one step, and it worked. So overall, pretty good. In addition, we're starting to get some decorative pieces for R2's legs and feet. So, and I have them, and everything will just kind of get stored in my box. They sent a few extra screws along, which I'm always appreciative of. One loves having a few extra screws. So in case one of yours goes loose. And now you can see that the last thing that they gave us was a frame extension here, because I didn't think this was all the way through. I think this would constitute the full dome once we get the rest of the pieces. So I'm guessing in the next installment we will see the full dome, or within the next two installments we should see the full dome. And they gave me this nice little temporary base to work on, okay, to allow me to do some things on here if I need to. So that's kind of cool too. All right, so that's our episode of our R2 build. And again, it'll probably be another year before it's fully complete. But at the time of this recording, I'm pretty happy with it. As I said, we got this leg frame, and I'm assuming that I don't want to take it out, but I have the decorative outside part of the leg. I'm sure that together they're going to be combined, and it'll look great. So, and the funny thing is that with the legs, we only have one leg so far. There's the opposite leg, and there's the foot, the center foot. So, and we haven't even begun to see the chassis. So, I'm assuming that this box was pretty big that the stuff came in. So, I'm assuming that we're going to be getting a big box pretty soon, unless it's really just put together like frame by frame. So, I guess we'll have to wait and see. So, that'll do it for this episode. Thank you for watching. Check out all the other content on Red 5. And thank you to Red 5 for sponsoring the channel. And until next time, folks, check me out on Instagram and Twitter. Leave a comment. Let's converse. Until next time, may the Force and the toys be with you.